The fact that about 2,000 Ugandans are jailed in only one country, the United States of America, is an actuality that worries Uganda's government.
They are there, some of them for overstay of the visa, others for other reasons. I have raised this issue when the Vice President and his delegation came to attend the UNA conference last year in Dallas. I also raised it when the President came to visit Washington.
A follow-up from the Solicitor General's office has promised the Ugandans in jails abroad has not yet yielded much, as the Foreign Affairs Ministry is cash-strapped.
Ideally, we should be able to help. But depending on the nature of the offense, for example, if it's a murder charge and someone is going to be hanged, even here, the government is supposed to hire a lawyer for you. So what we usually do is to instruct our missions, go visit these people, find out if they can arrange to get representation through their own means or through relatives. Otherwise, if we had money, that would be the ideal.
These Ugandans, do we have that arrangement whereby we get them out of those jails, they come to our own jails, they serve the system here, maybe even go to our own courts or such things?
Actually, there are 2 Ugandans arrested in Mauritius, and we made a proposal to the government of Mauritius that they should come and serve their sentence in Luzira. They were tried and convicted there, but we have not got a response yet.
He says that some Ugandans have been repatriated to complete their sentences in Luzira prisons, while others stay to serve their sentences in the countries in which the crimes are committed.
And when they are done with the sentences, they are told to come back. They are deported.
Some Ugandans have died in the jails in countries like Kenya, where remains of some have not been repatriated since 1983. In South Africa, 7 Ugandans have been detained for theft, fraud and forgery, while one is in for rape and another for murder. Others are detained for overstay and lack of documents. On the flip side, some are victims of crime like Gerard Tibamuleke, shot dead during a crossfire between robbers and the police in South Africa, while Moses Tembo has stayed in Cape Town for over 2 decades after thugs led by his former wife attacked him. In South Sudan, Moses Tumwebazi was gunned down by South Sudan soldiers last year in April, and Ishekatazi is under detention after causing an accident. A woman, Sarah Nachimwero, was also arrested for outstanding debts. In Zambia, en route to South Africa by bus, Isaac Ojok was kidnapped, never to be seen again. Others face deportation who have their documents confiscated, like in China, where Jessica Nalunkuma alleges that her passport was burnt by the police, and in Ghana, where Daniel Komboni says a friend stole his. Frank Ambazira is detained for illegal entry in Zimbabwe, while 3 were arrested in Zimbabwe on their way to South Africa. Most of these cases have to be shouldered by the Foreign Affairs Ministry, which still insists that going abroad is not all that negative. In many cases, migration has positive impact on any country's development. The country that is receiving and the one that is sending the migrants. The Prime Minister too hails the efforts by Ugandans in the diaspora.
Remittances, I think, now take first place in terms of bringing in foreign exchange into this country. So they are very important.
And with that money, they send back to the country of origin. Their families can have a better house, can better educate their kids, can have a better access to health, etc.
Professor Philip, the director of the Migration Policy Center in Florence, Italy, says that all countries mostly gain from each other.
A world without migration would be a very unsafe place. It would be a dangerous place where to live.
In regard to this, the minister is urging all Ugandans going abroad to stay focused on what took them and respect the laws in these places, because by default, each is an ambassador representing Uganda in whatever capacity. Florence Nalimba, NTV.